It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by the second-year pro out of Pitt, looking for a big jump in year two, Kenny Pickett.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
Pickett.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Pickett.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This a 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia.
Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Pickett.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenny Pickett,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
and the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They go play action with Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wilson's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now it's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Option right, Pickett going to run with it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw brought in by Austin.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Pickens on the slant.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down. They only needed one, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football, and they still find ways to knock it free.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Wilson.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Harris.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wilson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson.
To Jefferson on the slant.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Boswell for the extra point. And a good job on the hold there as this is good through the snow, and this game is tied. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
80 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Pickett now from the gun here. That is caught.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards for number 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Option right, Pickett going to run with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now it's Wilson.
Finds Pickens outright.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver,
but it'll be second down. Here's Wilson.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And it's third down. Here's Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Wilson. And he finds Austin complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to find Calvin Austin,
but it's going to be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go, man. Let us stick to it. Let's go.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Taken down at the 42. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.